Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. We have three separate drops for this video. We have the Nike Blazer Low Sacai's, we have the Yeezy 350 Boost Mono Ice, and we also, last but not least, have the Nike Dunk Low Undefeated collaboration that dropped today. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so without further ado, here we are. First drop of the day, we have the Nike Blazer Low Sacai's that dropped sometime last week, I believe. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Shopify has been beating me down recently. Ever since the switch from H captcha, my captchas have been terrible, and it's really decreased and bogged down my speeds a lot. So a lot of the times when I'm running for sites like Kith nowadays, 9 times out of 10 I have better luck catching a restock than I do actually on the initial, which sucks, but there's really nothing I can do about it. I just have to be faster and start being more efficient at solving capture like I used to do. But hey, you know, there's not really much I can say about it besides I'm not gonna complain. Just gotta make the changes and hopefully start hitting on initial again. So after waiting, I don't know, maybe like 6-7 minutes, because like I said, even for this drop I didn't have my hopes up too high, because I don't like to do that too often nowadays, especially with how my luck is with Shopify. I just decided, you know, worst comes to worst, I am just going to run for restocks, and that's exactly what I did. So while I was running, I was just at my computer, just chilling out, and I got a notification with the barcode that I checked out a size 12, and I was like, sweet, okay, cool. We got the green, we got the classic green colorway, and I wanted to try to get the magma colorway as well, but unfortunately I was not able to from a restock. But hey, it's all good. I'm not going to complain about it, because if I really wanted it, I could have just been scoping out Shopify monitors and waited until they restocked any pairs literally hours later or the next day or whenever, because it's never too late to grab one of these for any release, as long as your eyes are glued to the I won't even say glued, but as long as you know what you're doing, you will end up hitting. Even if you don't hit initial, even if you don't hit a restock right after initial, it can literally be hours later or the next day or some other time. But yeah, that was just dropped. Short and simple. Took a L, then came back and took a W on the restock. So let's go on to the Yeezy drop. Alright, next we have the Yeezy 350 Mono Ice release. I said screw foot sites, too many PVs. Tried to go for undefeated. That new H captcha thingamajigger where you have to draw a square for the largest object, that really screwed me up. So no luck on undefeated. So here we have Yeezy Supply. Honestly, I did not know what to expect going into Yeezy Supply. I knew that I wasn't going to try to get my hopes up too high, but at the same time I still wanted to hit something. So for my initial setup, I had Velux and I had Dashe going, but unfortunately when I was trying to start my task up for Velux, the bot kept on freezing and lagging, and almost immediately a lot of my tasks got stuck on a waiting capture. So I was just like, you know what, hey, I'm not gonna try to troubleshoot it. I'm just gonna let Velux rest, and I'll finish setting up Prism instead. But don't get me wrong though, if you guys know like I know, Velux absolutely killed it this release. It did extremely well. If I didn't have problems with the bot lagging the way it did and me actually getting stuck on a waiting capture, I would have continued to run. But like I said though, I could have easily just restarted my task, but I just decided, hey, you know, I'm just gonna let this run. I mean, not let it run, but I'm just gonna let it rest, and I will hopefully try to run it a lot better for the slides that will be dropping very, very soon. So finished setting up Prism. Boom, I started running Prism and Dashe at the same time. Prism surprised me almost immediately. I started carding, and unfortunately you can't tell by the bot it just keeps on going to submitting payment and you're getting an error. But what surprised me was a lot of those were unlocked checkouts, which I was very, very, very caught off guard by. Prism was one of the last bots that I started up, so I was definitely very, very extremely impressed by how fast I ended up passing Splash and started carting. Man, you guys, I had so many carts. You know what? No, I'm sorry. I'm over exaggerating. I had quite a few carts. I ended up getting around 4 carts, and for those 4 carts, I ended up receiving 2 emails, and the other 2 unfortunately were not able to go through. So kept on running. Then a little bit later on, I got a checkout with Dashe, which I was very happy about. I was a little bummed out I wasn't able to get any base size with Dashe. I got a base size almost immediately with Prism, which I was very, very stoked about. I was happy. But I let the bot continue to run, and I ended up carting a lot more. I think I ended up carting like maybe 5, 6, 7, I guess I would say. And out of those I can't remember if it was 6 or 7, but out of those 6 or 7, I ended up receiving about 4 more emails for those. So I was very, very, very happy about that. So in total now I have 7 pair from Yeezy Supply, and 1 being from Dashe currently, and the 6 other pair being from Prism. So I'm continuing to let it run. I continue to let it run, and I get my very last checkout with Dashe, and after that it's a wrap. I stop my task, boom, I'm done. So honestly, guys, I was very, very happy with how both bots did. Well, yeah, I can't complain. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, well, this bot should have did better. Nah, screw that. I'm not gonna do that. I was very happy with how both bots did, because like I said, it could have been a chance where I caught 0 pair from neither bot. So I'm very, very happy that I was able to at least snag something up. Yeah, guys, that's how this releases for the Yeezy drop went for me. I said screw foot sites, and I said screw 10 a.m. sites, unfortunately. Until I get better at Shopify again, I just prioritized the Yeezy Supply. But yeah, let's go on to the next drop, which is the Nike Dunk Low Undefeated collaboration. Alright, last but not least, we have the Nike Dunk Low Undefeated collaboration. Now, if you guys know, like I know, when it comes to these type of releases, it's always best to set up your task, but in another window or in another tab or in another monitor if you have one. It's always best to go manual at the same time, because a lot of the times you don't know if this site is going to switch a domain, it's going to change the product title or anything. So that's exactly what I did. I had of course Baco going, and then also in my other monitor I was going manually as well. So my goal was to just cop. I was only wanted to cop the Dunks. I did not want to touch the Air Force Ones. My goal was the Dunks. So as soon as password page had went down, I tried to cart immediately. I was a little confused at first because once I carted, in the top right hand corner it showed me that I had my cart, but I wasn't sure what to do after that. So I went back, carted again. I picked up a size 9. I logged in as soon as I could, saw the H capture again. It was like I said before, you had to select the biggest object and draw a box around it, and that was your way of solving H capture, just like it was for the 8 AM release of the Yeezy 350s. So I did that as quickly as I could. Then I could do nothing but wait in queue after that. So I was maybe in queue for about, I'd say about 3 minutes after getting through queue. Put in all my information. Of course, my shipping info was already inputted because I have an undefeated account. Put in my payment information, submitted my payment as soon as I could, and I ended up getting 1 pair off of undefeated. So as a grand total for today, I believe we have hit 9 pairs. We hit 1 Sacai, we hit 1 Sacai, we hit 7 Yeezy 350s, and then we hit, what is it, I would say 1 Dunk Low. So yeah, you guys, that wraps up the video for this particular video. We hit 1 Sacai, we hit 7 Yeezys, and we also hit 1 Nike Dunk Low Undefeated collaboration. I believe it's called the Canteen or something like that. Only reason I keep saying Dunk Low, Nike Dunk Low Undefeated collaboration, because I don't know the name all the way. I know it's Canteen something or something like that. But yeah, you guys, that's what I did for this video. How did you guys do? Hope you guys had success. These drops can be a little difficult, so if you didn't hit, don't feel too bad about it. Don't bog yourself down. Just work on your setup so you can attack and actually do a lot better next time. But yeah, you guys, that wraps up this video. I appreciate you guys for staying till the end. For those of you who did, I will see you guys very soon for another video. Until then, stay safe. Deuces, guys.